Hi, this is Mitch Randall at Together for Democracy 2026. And joining me today is Brian Henderson, who is the Executive Director of the Association for Welcoming and Affirming Baptist. Brian, thanks for joining us today.
Hey, thank you, Mitch. Good to be here and wonderful to be in the nation's capital with you.
Absolutely. Well, it's been an incredible conference so far. And my question for you today is that as a leader of an organization who is advocating for the inclusion and affirmation of the LGBT community in the church as well as in the culture, what does it mean for you and the LGBT community that there's an organization like Democracy Forward out there fighting for their rights?
Yeah, it means everything. I heard this morning one person quote Howard Thurman's idea of the disinherited. And until the disinherited are at the center, all does not mean all. And so I have been reminded this week of how we, organizations like AWAB, must continue to be present. We must continue to hold accountable leaders within our church denominations and structures, because until LGBTQ plus folk are recognized for being the full humans that they are in every way, all does not mean all.
Yeah. News broke yesterday or today, this week sometime, that the president of Southern Seminary, Al Mohler, came out urging the Supreme Court to rethink its conclusion in the case that legalized same-sex marriage. Um, what are your thoughts on Dr. Mohler's encouragement? Do you feel like there's enough precedent now that that law is going to stand and equality is going to win the day?
Interesting. Can I quote Mitch Randall as saying Al Mohler came out?
Yes.
You did just say that.
I did say
actually.
that. I did say that. That was on purpose.
I know. And I'm going to come out now again
Yes.
and say that there's no standing and that our government cannot, should not govern who one loves and with whom one wants to be married.
Right. Very good. Well, last question I have for you, Brian. Good Faith Media and AWAB are partnering on a new project.
We are.
Would you like to tell our audience what that project's about?
I am very excited. AWAB, at long last, after a couple of years of talking about and wondering about having a podcast series, we are glad to be partnering with Good Faith Media in having a podcast series. And I think it's okay to say we're going to call the series Voice of the Turtle, which is it harkens back to an early newsletter that was a part of the AWAB history and story called Voice of the Turtle. Every turtle has to stick out its neck before it can make some progress. And so we are ready to stick out our necks. We're ready to come out. We're ready to tell the stories of others who've helped tell the story and shape the story of the Association of Welcoming and Affirming Baptists.
Well, Good Faith Media is really excited and honored to be a part of this project. And Brian, thank you so much for your work personally, as well as all the incredible things that AWAB is doing at this time.
Mitch, thank you. Good to be with you.